Have you ever wondered how oil paintings get instant depth, glow and realism, even before the details begin? In this video I'm going to show you how to use underpainting the smart way so your painting already has dimension, highlights and structure from the very first layer. We'll play with shadows, values and subtle tweaks that brings the landscape to life with almost no effort at all. And yes, I'll also show you how to use masking tape in oil painting to control edges and composition without losing the natural painterly look. If you want stronger landscapes, cleaner results and faster progress, this technique will change how you paint forever. If you are interested, stick around. With this underpainting technique, the goal is to keep the initial paint colors as light as possible, as this forms the first layer. Plan your landscape before applying color to the canvas, or in this case an MDF panel. Think of it as reverse engineering. The highlights, the lightest values are established first, and once the surface is completely dry, darker color values are layered on the top. I usually start from the top to the sky first, but in this case I wanted to do the bottom panel first because we're gonna do that grassy look, and I wanted to make sure that it's completely dry because I'm gonna create this painting next couple days. So I'm just using a liquid original again, what I usually do with the other paintings as well, and it just speed up the drying process of the oil painting. Plus it gives that a little bit more flow with the paint colors as well. And also it gives that the final semi-gloss look of the painting. So I just love it. It's just a great medium to use with the oil paint. I would be interested to find out what color you use for the sky. I seem to like that Prussian blue in this case because it's got that little bit more deeper blue, and when you blend it with titanium white it just works really well. And in this case I keep the lighter on the left hand side. So I just spread a little bit more titanium white, and then I just vigorously blend it with my blending brush. Actually the first blending brush is a little bit more harder bristle, and then I blend it with a little bit more softer blending brush. And just working on it to blend it really well, and it's just got that nice crispy blue sky look, which I like. And here I'm just dipping my brush on titanium white and give a bit of a background cloud look, and then I blend it. And now I'm just getting a little bit more mixing with the Payne's grey and titanium white. You get nice grey, a little bit bluish grey for the clouds. And these are just darker clouds on the background again. And then I just build it up from there and just get a little bit more darker, put more Payne's grey. You can use the ultramarine blue as well, and adding a little bit burnt amber, you get that nice greyish color for the clouds. And just using your crumpled paper towel, and just on this case I just made it like a little bit cone shape, and then I just tap it on titanium white, and that's gonna be our highlights. And just the easy way to do those clouds, and more faster as well. I like this way to do it because I don't have to think about too much. I just tap those clouds on the sky and just blend it with your soft brush. It does take time to get used to with your paper towel to tap those clouds. The whole trick is to take your time and tap those clouds very gently, and then you have a look and blend it and soften up with your blending brush. I have one tip. If you want to have a bit of a more control with your clouds, let the blue sky dry completely. So after that, when it's completely dry, you got more control with your clouds. You can, if you make a mistake, you can wipe it off and shape it up however you want it to be. And if you want a nice and crisp line on your mountains against the sky, this is a good trick to use your masking tape. You just rip it in the middle along the masking tape, and then you get the little shapes of the mountain. And like you can see, I'm just taking it off now, and you can see the nice and background mountains, nice and crispy lines. Now I'm just mixing up some color for the distant land on the background, and it just again I'm using the masking tape to keep the lines nice and straight, and I tweak it with my brushes as well. And now it's time to put a little bit more lower, and like you can see, I'm just working on from the top and downwards, and adding up some colors and hills, and even the paper towel. I'm just shaping up the landscape with it, and shaping up my hills with the little brush. And we're getting a little bit darker colors now. We got the raw amber and raw sienna, a little bit more darker value on the top, the brighter value what we had before. And this is just easy way to shape up your landscape, especially the grass landscape. It's easy. I had just a couple drop of linseed oil to get that oil paint nice and flowy. But I still also adding liquid original as well, so it gives that bit of a smooth flow with the paint. I like applying the paint with my palette knife, and then I just using the very hard bristle brush, and also using your paper towel to shape up your landscape. And with this trick you can just twist the paper towel, and you can flick those grass twigs on your panel as well. I like this one. It's just a quicker way to get those extra effects on the panel. Now this second layer of the darker color on the top of the first layer. Now it's the time to scratch those twigs and grass, and just using your hard bristle brush, the small one, is a great way to do those final grass effects. And again, using your masking tape to get those hills a little bit more sharper, add up a little bit more contrast on those bottom of the hill. And what's gonna happen now, when I take the tape off, you can see it's nice and sharp, but I will correct that it's a little bit more natural look. And using my twisted paper towel trick to creating the branches and trunk of the tree. And why would I do something like that? I just find that it gives that little bit more natural, rough look of the branches and the trunk of the tree. And then I'm just tapping up those tree foliances. And now it's easy to just add up what you want to add. Like I'm adding my shapes on flat surface of our painting, and just outline whatever you want to outline. In this case we have an Australian sheep farm paddock, and I just wanted to get these two larger size sheep. I'm just copying them from I think I did Google it for sheep farm, and just getting the outlines of the sheep and just copying from there. Just adding in the light colors first, and then the darker colors you can do other way around. It doesn't really matter, because you just blending it eventually and just adding up. And I wouldn't be too worried about the first layer. You can always add the second layer when the painting is nice and dry, and you can tweak it. And it's easier to tweak when it's completely dry. It's not always easy to copy from the picture, but you can use the graphite paper and get your sketch through the graphite paper, and then you just add paint. And at the end I show you a little trick to get your fence line done really easy while your paint is still fresh. So just stick around a little bit longer, and I'll show you how it happens. If you're still here, I really appreciate your time. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you want to be back to see my other videos, what I have in my sleeves. I will be doing these videos once a week and a short in the middle week. So I'm doing different sizes, usually on this size what I got now, but I also do the smaller ones as well. And this is the one trick what I use with the palette knife. I'm just scratching those fence lines, and it's just easy to do when paint is nice and fresh. Thank you so much, and see you next time. Bye now.